All right, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Clemson Dynasty. Year 7 we're in. Week 6 now. This is week 6, so this is a preview of what happened in week 5 and what's going on in week 6. And a little bit of discussion of what's going on in the league, man. Like, I got some things to get off my chest. I'm not going to be on here trying to disrespect anybody, but if it comes across that way, oh well. There's no ill will intended. It's just my opinion and of what I feel the situation is, man. Like, there's no ill will, man, at all. Again, it's just my opinion, and if it comes off as disrespect, oh well. But let's get into it, man. So week 5 was the last week of me having any computer games. So I had we're in the one conference now, the SEC. So my cupcake schedule of user game, well, one user game was a cupcake, and but computer games are done. So now I'm going to face the gauntlet on my full SEC schedule, and they're all user games. So let's get into it, man. So obviously, as you can see, I got some commits that committed. My last game, computer game, was against Florida State, and per usual, what we do over here at Clemson against the computer is demolition. Like, we just demolished them. We put them into respiratory cataract arrest. We destroy the computer, period. Okay. So I got a bye week, man. Week 6. I got a bye week. Yeah. So there's a couple of buys. So Ohio State got a buy. I got a buy. This is going to be a user game. This is a computer game, user game. Another user game. Buy for LSU. That's the user game. Texas, and then Georgia got a buy. This is a computer game. So let's just do a recap, man. I promise I'm gonna do these full out. I get distracted because I work from home. I'm not working now. I'm off, but I have my young 3-year-old who's going to be 4 that just constantly in my mix and in my business and wants to be a part of me talking when I'm talking. That's just how it gets down. You got kids, you understand. If you don't, you will. So yeah. Let's go to week 5, man. That's what it was. So we're all in the SEC, so we don't even have to look at the national schedules or whatnot. There was 2 user games that happened. 3, actually. 3. Oh, so yeah, this was a big week. Whoa, week 5 was a big week. So Ohio State played Michigan. We talked about that in the other preview. That's a computer versus user. You see what happens. This game right here, this was actually looks like it was a competitive game per se. It looks like it was competitive, but when you go into the box score, it looks like maybe Oregon scored that late touchdown and went for 2 to make it respectable. So the score could have been 34-17 for all we know. Alabama and Oregon, they don't stream their games, and they don't screen share from what I know. I don't get a screen share from it, so I don't know. I like to try to watch all the games, man, like I really do. That's why I put my shit out there so people can watch my games. Like, I'm not afraid of people seeing what I do. I just gotta adjust, which majority of the time I do. Sometimes I don't, but whatever. I'm not scared to put my shit out there. Some people are. It is what it is. But just going over the box score, it looks like it was, competitive and throughout the whole thing, plays and even, even pretty much. Oregon had a better run game, looks like. It looked like it was even. Maybe it was turnovers, and as we're going down, it looks like exactly that's what it was. Yeah, man. Hey, connect me, man. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate all the love. I'm trying to get up there, man. I'm small timing right now, but I'm trying to get big time, and I know it takes time, and shit, I got the time to do it, man. So, connect me with some big time guys, man. I like to collab, for real. So I'm all open. I'm all ears. But yeah, back to this here. So yeah, so like third down's even, boom, boom, boom. Fourth down, we got a fourth down rule that Oregon actually doesn't, and we'll get into Oregon. Oregon doesn't abide by. But it is what it is. So turnover. So you say you have 4 turnovers. Maybe that was the game. It got to be the game. 4-2. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's just kind of look at the box score, the player stats. So Alabama, it looked like he wasn't really lighting it up, but very consistent. Run game was looking okay. I'm pretty sure it was the turnovers that did it. Maybe he got a pick 6 or a fumble recovery. Maybe he got a defensive touchdown. That was the game. See nothing here. So let's see, sacks. He had 1 sack, 4 interceptions. Let's see, is there a defensive touchdown in here that turned the tide? Yep, there it is. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. This was the ball game. I mean, I know you won by 9 points, but when you also got a punt too before the fourth quarter is really, so the fourth down rule is it has to be, you can go for it if it's 4th and 3 or less. If it's 4th and 3 or less, you can go for it. If you're in the red zone, no matter what quarter it is, the red zone, the 20-yard line, you can go for it. You don't have to kick a field goal. You can go for it. So if it's 4th and 4 or more and you're not in the red zone and it's not before the fourth quarter, you have to punt the ball. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You got to punt it. Fourth quarter, you don't have to punt at all. Go for it. So it's difficult to come back if you're punting all the time and the other team is scoring. And then plus, if you get a defensive touchdown, like that hurts. So looks like that's what happened over here. He punted twice. Right. No punt returns on this end. So who knows if Oregon punted. He hasn't been abiding by the rules. But again, we'll get into that. Threw 4 interceptions. Run game was okay, wasn't bad. Let's see what happened here. He got some interceptions, but did he get a defensive touchdown? No. All right. So did Buddy punt how he was supposed to? Punted once. Good for him. Good job. But yeah, he almost had a kickoff return though. Did that. So yeah, so that's the that game. That's that Alabama Oregon game. Then this was user versus computer. You see what we do against the computer. Like we're all of us, we always smash the computer. And then so this game right here. So this was an interesting game. So when I was doing my preview last time, I was in the midst of them. They were set to play. And little backstory, somewhat of Miami. The owner was originally in the league as Michigan, and he had a little situation to where he basically quit the league. And then Miami was also an original team. Originally Miami has gone through 2-3 owners at this point. So the original owner of Miami basically he quit the league too over a dispute. And it's funny. So he quit it over a dispute with the same guy, South Carolina. So I ain't gonna get too far into that story. So they got a little dispute and whatever, and he quit. Then Miami got taken over in the second season of the Dynasty. We're in year 7, the second season, by another guy who pretty much had the team all the way through until the end of year 6 of the Dynasty. He was in the Philippines and was having lag issues, and it was just a competitive disadvantage that he was having. So he quit. Miami, Michigan had already quit, but he wanted back in the league, and we gave him the option: either you could come back as Miami now, because that was a team that was being ran, or you come back as your old school, which was Michigan. He decided to go to Miami. Voila, that's where we're at. So this game right here, I give predictions on the outcomes. I predicted Miami to win, and as you can see, I was wrong. Very wrong. I did get a chance. So Miami, he does stream his games on Twitch. I did, but I don't know. He's old. He was. I guess he was in the game, and I'm like, dude. He sent a text. Oh, I'm playing. Whoop de whoop. I'm looking on this. I'm trying to find. I'm like, you ain't live though. Why you telling me you playing if you ain't live? You stream your games. He ended up starting his stream in the second quarter of the game. It was like 2 minutes left, 2.5 minutes left, and the score was 28-14. I'm like, bruh, like what? I wanted to see the beginning of everything, but anyway, he just couldn't. He couldn't do anything, as you can see. LSU just had his number. I mean, I should have way more faith in LSU. He was my conference mate, and he gives me trouble. So why wouldn't he not give this team trouble, this user trouble? But I thought, because beforehand Miami came in and smacked on Oregon. And again, we'll talk about Oregon. Came in and smacked on Oregon. Who is this? Pre-order and all that. Okay. I want Lonzo to go to Lonzo Ball. He's got the alerts, man, of what's straight season in NBA. I want Lonzo Ball. I'm a Ball fan. The Ball brothers. I want him to go to Charlotte with LaMelo. I think that'd be a great look. So yeah. Anyway, the game, LSU just was stomping him, man. As you can see, like 300 yards rushing. He really, at that point, you don't have to pass, but 16 to 18 from passing, like, it was just a total domination, So let's look at the players. 16 to 12. He threw 2 picks. He really didn't have to throw. He didn't really have to throw at all. His running was just dominant, man. Domination. Did he get a defensive touchdown? I'm not sure, but I think he has some sacks. I don't think he had a defensive touchdown, but listen. Yeah, man, so this was just a total domination. I predicted at the time, because I was being pressure time, I predicted Miami to win, but like I said, man, I was obviously wrong. Let's see what Miami did. It's not good at all. The run game was just non-existent. Yeah, this was, I don't even want to go more into it. That was just a waxing. Then I played Florida State. You see what it did to them. That's my last game, last computer game of the year. So we went all out, and it's a rival. This was a user game. I didn't even get into it to see what happened. No one expected no one expected USC to win, but get shut out. Nah, we thought he was gonna score. I did. Because I seen what he did against the defending champion, which was Georgia. It was a kind of back and forth game, and Georgia pulled away at the end. I saw his game against Ohio State. It wasn't really back and forth, but he was able to move the ball. This game, no one saw. They don't stream. They don't screen share. At least not with me. They don't. But this was total domination. Like this is my first time just even looking at the box score. So let's see. He was in Texas too. Oh, wow, he just couldn't do Nathaniel, huh? 3 turnovers. So Texas is notorious for getting defensive touchdowns. So I'm gonna go on a limb and say he had at least one. But look at the total yards, bro. Like this was a total. He got dominated, and he had a nerve of texting the group chat GG's to him. I'm like, man, 42-0 ain't no good game, bro. But that's just, it is what it is with that. So let's see. Passing, he 22 or 24. Like this, he just was surgical out there. Yeah, so this must have been a touch pass or something. Nah, it was a run. What was that? Reverse or something? Like, okay. It's complete annihilation, man. Let's see. I said he had a defensive touchdown, right? So let's just see if I was right about that. Usually he does. He didn't. Oh, wow. But he had all those other things. Okay. Kicking. He didn't punt at all the whole game. Let's see here. Yeah, he just got dominated, bro. I haven't played SC yet. I'm going to play him. I haven't. It was nothing he can do, man. He just got dominated, bro. 42-0. User game 42-0. And then this was a computer game right here. So now we're in week 6. It's a lot of buys, but there's 2 other user games that's set to be played. SC and Alabama. So, okay, let's go into prediction. Alabama all the way, for sure. So that will make USC 1-4 in conference and 2-4 overall. Whew. Going nowhere fast. This is a computer game. South Carolina obviously is going to win that. Computer game. Miami's obviously going to win this. And then this one, Texas and Oregon. So Oregon has been a hot topic right now. Texas is, they're a top 3 program in the league as far as a user, for sure. Top 3 for sure. Long story short, won the first 2 championships, haven't won one since. But he's the only team in the league with 2 ships. The only team with 2. But it was the first 2. He won since. And he ain't been back to the title game since either. So that's that. But he's a good user. He does his thing, especially in the regular season. But it's the gauntlet now. We're all in the SEC. So other than our computer games, there's 3 users in here that really not that well. 2, I would say, really that's not that great. 1, he's good. He just don't have the team. Just don't got the team. But my prediction: Texas a lot, Oregon a very, very, very little, which will put Oregon at 1-5 and 0-5 in conference, officially out of the mix. Like officially out of the mix, completely out of the mix. So yeah, man. So that's a little preview of week 6, and then the upcoming week, week 7. I got my matchup with my childhood homie. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a real good one. Then this is gonna be a good game too. Oh, it's a lot of week 7. Like Now we're getting into the meat of conference games, and it's going to be a dog fight, bro. LSU actually has the edge over Georgia as far as in their head-to-head. These are brothers, real-life brothers. He has a head-to-head, so he probably has a psychological. I think, if I'm not mistaken, so LSU is the older brother of Georgia. Like, we're all grown men, so but he's obviously he's older, right? So I think he has a psychological advantage over him too, being a big brother. And then as far as on the game, he hasn't beaten him, if I'm not mistaken. I think he may have beat him last year. He may have beat him last year because Georgia only had one loss. It wasn't to me. We played in a title game. I went in there undefeated, and he beat me. He could have lost to LSU. I think it probably was, or Alabama. No, it was LSU. He lost to LSU. Damn. So, yeah. Week 7, man, that's going to be good. This is a user game. So, South Carolina, he's a good user. He just has a sorry team. And it's his fault because he picked South Carolina from the very beginning. And he made them no better. That's a computer game. Then I said me and Ohio State. That's gonna be a dog fight. And then Miami and SC. Oh, I don't know, man. Week 7, man. Like, that's gonna be a good one. So I will be able to see the Miami game because he streams. Obviously, my game I'll be able to see. This game, we'll be able to see the Georgia game too because he streams. So yeah. 3 games that'll be streamed on Twitch in week 7. Yeah, that's going to be a good one. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Week 6 is going to be after the next advance. And, well, we're in week 6. I'm sorry. We're in week 6. So this is the advance. So, yeah. Week 7 is going to be good. Let's look at the Heisman Watch. My guy, Mike Williams, is up there, but this look, Georgia played. The last game they played, who did he play? He played at USC. Dude put up 500 yards rushing against a user. Crazy. So yeah, he's front runner right now. Then we got Ohio State in there. Then we got my guy. See what we did against computer. And then this is what he did against the user. So he's up there. And then this is he did that against the computer. So yeah, that's what the Heisman race look like. I can't wait until at the week 10, I believe, or week 9 when they show the award list, like the participants in the award list for all the awards. Let's see how that's gonna look, because I don't think anyone has any more after this week. I don't think there's any more computer games for people. So let's see. So after this week, so we're right here. You gotta buy. Oh, he has 2 actually. He got 2 more, so he can write it up. So he's only had 1 computer game. First 2 were against users. Defending champ has held court. Computer, smacking, then boom, 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 boom. User, computer. Computer. So he got 2 more. So yeah, his guy's going to win the Heisman for sure. He got 2 more games left for the computer to run stats up. Yeah, all right. Good job, Georgia. I don't have any more. So my first game, computer, user, computer, and then the gauntlet. No more computer games. Texas, computer, and then shit. Computer? Nah, ain't computer, but that's a user. So he got 1 more computer game. It's right here, week 7. So we're in week 6 right now. But his first two user games are against the weakest users. I'm just being real. No hate, just being real. So he will be undefeated going here. But he got a soft schedule to start off, really, because South Carolina, he should win that game handily. So he'll be undefeated going here. So then that's going to be a tough game. He should win this one. Very tough game, very tough game. Historically tough game for him, and that's a cakewalk game for him. Let's be real. LSU, so he started off, so he had 3 straight, just like me, 3 straight computer games, and now he just has the gauntlet left. He has a bye, so he got all users. That's just crazy. Okay, so that's going to be something for him. Alabama, computer. Then he has one more computer game. I think it's his last game. Auburn. Yeah. And then it's the gauntlet. Ohio State. I believe he's done with all his computer games. So he had Notre Dame. Then he lost here. Computer. SC. No, he got one more in here. Don't he? No. 1, 2, 3. Okay, no, those are his 3 computer games. Right here, right here, and right here. So he's done. So then he has me right here after this next advance. Then he has another bye. He's going to need that bye. He's going to need that bye because we're going, he's coming to the town too. Yeah, we're going to smack him. So his team's going to be on IR. A lot of his players going to be needed to rest up because then he got Texas, Alabama, Miami, LSU, South Carolina. Boom. So he has. So this is 1, 2, 3 straight where it's going to be hit or miss for him, and 2 of those are on the road. Yeah, tough slate. Miami, I believe. So okay, so this was against Oregon. Computer. He lost this one. So okay, so after this week 6, which we're in, he's gonna have a gauntlet, and it's gonna be tough. It's tough starting right here for him. This should be a very good matchup. But this will be after that, Alabama, me, Texas. Oh, that's tough. That's a 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. And then ending with Georgia. Ugh. Tough. All right, so now USC. Computer. So this game, I guess they were lagging, but he won it. Lost this one. Lost it. Like he on a 3 game. He's most likely about to be on a 4 game losing streak. Then this is going to be a good matchup for him to get back on track. Computer. He's been beating the computer. He was one of the only users in the game that was having trouble against the computer, but he'll win this game. And then he got so he got 2 computer games left. Good for him. 2 solid for sure wins. Because after that he should beat Oregon too. We'll see. We shall see. Any given Saturday, right? South Carolina. He lost his game. Then he got computer. So 3 straight computer games. Then he has the gauntlet. If y'all was paying attention to the overall, this is the lowest ranked overall team. Everybody else, I believe, is 99. But yeah, it's gonna be tough. And then Oregon. So now that we're at Oregon, we'll talk about Oregon. We'll talk about what's been going on in the league. Computer loss. User loss. Didn't even. Oh no, he did play this game. It says forced win, but at first he wasn't going to play, but he did play it. And then lost that one. That was a close game. Now he has Texas right now. Then he has so he got 2 more computer games. So he got 2 more for sure wins. So talking about Oregon. So, and again, this is no disrespect, no shade, no nothing, man. But he's been crying about having a competitive disadvantage. He has Oregon. He's always had Oregon. You see, when the game started, there was a 5-star team. They're a 4.5-star team. He's complaining for having a disadvantage of having Oregon. Let that sink in. Having Oregon, having the whole West Coast basically to itself. Only him and USC over there. Buddy is saying that people be doing glitch plays and like we don't have a cooldown, we don't have a play limit. We play on Heisman, we do. You're able to use your creative playbook and do that. He's refused to do that until this season, right? We're all grown men with some have adult children. I do. There's others that have adult children. I even have smaller children. So I've started early and I'm doing it late. So yeah, I got it. My oldest is 23. She's going to be 23. No, she's 23. She's going to be 24. And my youngest is 3. That's going to be 4. So, boom, whatever. But he has teenage kids. He got a teenage son that is doing great in sports out there in North Dakota, doing great in sports. Shout out to Aiden, man. He's a dad that helps out. So he helps out on the football team. I think he's like an assistant coach. And then his son plays basketball. He's great at basketball. He don't do any assistant coaches, but obviously you got a kid that's great in sports, and then he got a daughter, and he has another younger son. He's active in their lives as he should be, and I commend him for that. So he doesn't have a lot of time, but on the time that he does have, he doesn't commit to the game like others commit to the game. And he's full of complaints and excuses, in my opinion. Nothing that he says really is valid, because you have the same opportunity, especially with Oregon, to dominate in recruiting. Dominate your one side of the coast. You have the ability, just like everybody else, to create your playbook. You fail to do that, and you refuse to do that. He doesn't hardwire his system, so he has lag issues here and there. And then his coach, he does, like, I don't know. He just don't put in the time and effort. Now he has a lot of built-in great excuses because he is a very active father with a very talented son that is in sports, and family comes first. Like, we put family first for sure, but this is low on the totem pole in real life, but the people that put the time and effort into it, they do. I'm one of the ones that put time and effort into it. My younger boys are not in sports yet. I got adult children that are out of the house. I work from home. So I put time into this, and I enjoy playing, and I enjoy talking smack. I enjoy winning. I don't like losing, so I'm gonna put effort into trying to win. I'm gonna do everything that's legally right that I have the ability to do to win. So I go into the lab, practice, and I tweak my playbook damn near almost every day. I'm labbing. I'm trying to figure stuff out because we all, since this is year 7, so we've played each other, everybody, multiple times. So the tendencies of your opponent, the user, usually. So I try to practice with those defensive tendencies that I know that these guys do, right? And then because I stream my games, all my games are streamed, all my user games are streamed, and they don't save on Twitch. They do save. I do download them and put it on my YouTube. So people have the opportunity to go back and look and see what I do. I'm pretty sure there's a book of what Yada does, his tendencies. So I try to switch it up. That's why I try to switch it up, because all my shit is out there. And it will continue to be out there. Because I'm not saying I want to be the biggest streamer in the world. Yeah. But I want to have a cool little following other than just the people that I'm in a league with. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm entertaining. You know, so yeah, that's that. With for myself, but this guy, and he's a good guy. He's a what I'm saying. I'm not saying he's a good guy, right? We're all good guys in here. Some I've had issues with only because I'm a shit talker and some people can't take it, right? And if you don't know me personally, and I don't know half the league personally, except for one person who I went to school with, grew up with, boom, boom, boom. That's Ohio State, right? That's my boy. He introduced me. He know these guys personally, majority of them. He introduced me to these guys as far as like gameplay. So we've been playing this game, man. Like it stopped in 2014, but before that, like what we was playing it tough, real tough, online against each other. Then it stopped and it came back. So now we're all back together again. Like, so I've been knowing these guys for over a decade plus. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, like, and my boy BG, man, he just he's full of excuses of not just trying to better himself and better his team. But you make an excuse that your team is trash when you have Oregon, you have no leverage. You have no leverage. Like, people don't want to hear that. You got Oregon, bro. Oregon. Man, you had Oregon from the very beginning. You brought this team down. Like, okay, he's rated 99, but let's just look at his roster. Let's look at his roster. Right? I try to give tidbits. Like, I'm not a gatekeeper. At first I was gatekeeping for a little bit, but then it was like, nah, man, like, I'm not going to gatekeep. I'm going to give all what I know out to everybody else. Right? And I've done that. I pride myself in not being a gatekeeper, and I've done that. But he don't even want to listen to that. He just want to get on the game and play. And I feel like that's what he wants everybody else to do. Get on the game, play your user game, play your computer game, and then once you're done, turn that shit off. That's how I feel he wants everybody else to be. But let's just look at his roster, right? And we all know I've told everybody about the development trait, right? I don't think everybody knew what was the highest and whatever, right? So, as we all know, if you're a gamer on this game, there's 4 levels of development trait. It's normal, which is the lowest of the low, impact, star, elite, right? So we'll just go down a roster of his development trait guys, right? Normal, impact, normal. They're not doing anything. And look, this guy looks 68. Right. What was he, a 3-star? Oh, did I hit X? Oh, I hit circle. Let me go back. Let's go back. Oregon. Here we go. All right. Was this guy a 3-star guy? Yep. Why are you? What was this guy? 4-star. And then what about this guy? 4-star. Right? So that's his quarterback room. Garbage. To his own doing. You got Oregon, bro. You got all the resources. You got Oregon. I don't want to hear it. All right, so this guy is running back. Impact, normal, star. Okay. Normal. Right? Like I've told whatever, okay? Fullback. Why would he put this guy at fullback? Right, his star development trait guy, why would you put him at fullback? Put this guy at running back and let him get better attributes. Better physical attributes for you. But whatever. Like star, that's it. Right? Come on. Now let's look at the receiver room. Elite. Perfect. In this recruiting hotbed. Perfect. Elite. Star. You know what I'm saying? Arizona, like, impact. All right. Star. Impact. Right? He got some star guys up in here and elite. Like, come on. we good here, right? So receiving room is not great, but it's definitely not horrible at all. Look, these guys are like even starting from here, right? But this is a senior, woo, senior, right? But anyway, right? It's not bad. That's not a bad room. Tight end room, elite. Come on, there we go. Impact, normal, impact, normal, right? In California. So look, you in Texas, you in Tennessee. Yeah, stay on your side, bruh. All right, and then his O line is not bad at all. Right, star, impact, normal, right? He's on his West Coast ties, right? Over here, elite, star, like good, man. Like O line is not looking bad. Elite, you know what I'm saying? Impact, star, impact, right? Don't look bad at all so far. Then we get to normal and impact, right? That's not good, especially like his senior guy is normal. So that's what I'm saying. Like you gotta understand the development trait. The normal is the lowest of the lowest, right? This guy's a senior and he's an 86 overall. Right, and then star, Alabama. You in Alabama? Okay, I get it now. You know what I'm saying, but stay on your coast. You shouldn't go past the Mississippi River. You really shouldn't. Impact, star, good. Elite, star. You know what I'm saying? Oh, now let's go to his defense. This is where it gets a little shaky. But look, development traits, elite, normal. Impact, star, normal, right? Normal across the board. So that's just garbage. They're going to be garbage. Soundbackers, impact, normal, right? It's not good. Normal. Like that's not good. That's not good enough. And then you're in Georgia. Why are you in Georgia going after guys? Why are you in Tennessee? All right, you know what I'm saying? Then we go to wheelbackers. Impact, star. Here we go. In Illinois, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you getting impact and normal guys out of different recruiting areas. Like, why? Corners is not bad so far, right? That's impact. He's a senior for sure, right? Star, impact. Like, these guys are gone. And look what he's going to have to deal with afterwards. Impact, star, that's nice. Normal, impact, star, normal. Like, these top three guys are gone, and his team, yeah. Star, nice. Junior, impact, senior, junior, impact, star, normal, right? He's gonna take a hit in a couple of years. He needs to recruit, but he's not doing that. We'll go over there too. Star in Maryland. Why are you in Maryland? Normal, impact. Like, when this guy's Massachusetts. He went into Massachusetts and got a normal development trait guy. I'm pretty sure on the West Coast over there, it was probably somebody that was. But that's the type of stuff I'm talking about, though. All right, so let's go to recruiting. We're dominating over here. We don't even look much. All right, we're in the SEC. So he started off. So he had instant commits for sure. Like, he had 4 commits at the week 2 or week 1, week 0, or some shit like that. Oh yeah, the details. But he's getting 3-star guys, like, you know what I'm saying. But he's in his pocket. All right, he's in his pocket. And we got a California guy that's not even in really his pipeline. You know what I'm saying? It's California, but he don't got no pipe in that area, particular area. But he got him. You know what I'm saying? We can't see if their development trait here, but I'm pretty sure just based off of how he gets down, they're low, right? Look at this guy, nationally ranked 91st in this position, 50th. I mean, then this, so he's not recruiting how he should be recruiting. So he's not improving his team. He's depleted his team. But this is a pattern for him because in last year's version, he was Florida State, which is his team. That's his squad. And he broke them down. Then he went to Oregon in the last year's version. And they came, he didn't get them off rip, with that team, but they were, at one point his son Aiden was using Oregon and then he dropped out because he got sports and all this other stuff, other commitments. I get it. So Oregon for maybe two or three seasons was ran by the computer. So the computer was doing the recruiting and everything. So they brought him back up. Then he got with Oregon and then he dropped him back down because he's not committed to making his teams better. Like he just wants, what it seems like, he just wants to get on the game, play, get off, which is okay for sure. But if you got other people in the league that's on the game damn near 24/7, labbing, playing other games, playing other modes and other, playing the CFP, playing against other people, just, friend on friend playing type shit, just labbing up and then making your playbook and trying to make yourself better, you will fall prey to what's happening. Texas is in he's in Africa, but he was playing the CFP a lot. He was going back and forth. I don't know if he's still playing it. I stopped playing the CFP because I just don't like the vibes over there, and it gets you out of it gets me out of my whole mood. Like I'm trying to be a changed person, and I just get real crazy. Like, so I don't like playing the CFP because those kids be talking crazy to you, man. So I don't like playing it. USC, like he doesn't have a lot of time. He don't be on the game that I see. But he's not a good user, but he has the USC, man. And like he recruits. He be up there. Ohio State put in effort. LSU really don't put in effort like that. He's one of those gets on, plays, gets off, right? Which is whatever. Alabama, he puts in effort. I see him on, but this is LSU's son. He gets on, but he plays all the other games too. Like he just don't focus on college. He plays all the other games. He plays Madden, Fortnite, NBA 2K, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he's playing the game. Georgia, he puts in effort. He has put in effort. In South Carolina, South Carolina just can't help itself. This South Carolina, he picked them because of Nick Harper, and Seller, the quarterback. They're gone. They've been gone, and he's replicated some of their abilities with the running quarterback aspect and the big tall receivers, but he's not recruiting how he should be. Me and him, we're in the same state, obviously, Clemson, South Carolina, but I put a shield around everybody, including South Carolina. Get out of my state. So I give him the scraps, like the scraps, like for real. But as you can see with Clemson, man, like I built a powerhouse. They were not bad. Um, All right, so I needed to take that call real quick. So I'm back. So yeah, I just wanted, as you can see, just going through um the coaching stats of everybody, right? The only one whose coaching stat is not, he came back in the league, and so he had to create a new coach. You can't come in and with a coach that you have to create the coach. So this is it, right? And Oregon is down here only because he's just not caring, man. He's not putting in the effort. But his level, look at his coaching level, is at 58. So his coaching level, and this recruiter too. So it's like, what's up? Right? So let's look at the coaching levels of these guys. He has a better coaching level than SC, than South Carolina, not Georgia, then LSU, not Ohio State, then Alabama, not Texas, and definitely not me. All right, so I'm head in the hills above everybody. Not head in the hills, but I'm 80. Okay, the next closest is 74, and then what? 65 and 69. Right, 80 though. I'm putting in the effort, man. I'm putting in the time and the effort to try to better my team because, again, like I said, man, I like to talk smack. You can't talk smack and be a loser. Well, you can, but who's really like they're laughing at you, right? So I like to talk smack, and I like to win, so I put in time and effort, right? I like to be transparent with the shit too, because look, if we look at my coaching ability, I try to tell people the path. So the path I took to get to where I'm at, it was recruiter. Then from recruiter, I went to motivator. Then from motivator, I went to talent developer. And then then I went to program builder. That's where I'm at now. So from here, I'm not even that elite recruiter. And I probably now that I'm in program builder, I'm going to start going into this elite recruiter section. Well, how much do I need to upgrade that? 25. All right, we can do that. All right, and then I went to motivator. Right, I'm not even at master motivator. I'm at the top of it. Do I want to go here? I don't know if it's really worth it. I don't know if it's really worth it right there. I'll take these. Take these though. You know what I'm saying? And then from here, I went to talent developer. So talent developer this is the OP one. This is the one. Talent developer is where if you do it right, you're gonna make your squad godly. And I've done it right. Because if we go over here, I got an offensive coordinator that we're matching. Right? We're matching even over here. And I think he's getting better here. Right? We got a defense coordinator that he's doing his job for me over here. He got elite recruiter. And then he's also doing his job over here, the strategist. He got all this. Just about. And then tactician. Right? And then I went there, and then now I'm with the program builder. And these are the perks I got over here. Right? So I'm gonna, boost up invest in my pipelines, right? I want to keep my coordinators. I want to keep those guys. My defensive coordinator has been with me from the very beginning. Offensive coordinator, I fired after year one because it was Lincoln Riley's brother, and I'm a real life. I'm a UCLA fan, and so it's after the Trojans and everybody that's associated with him. His brother that's his brother. He got fired, and I did pick up Jeff Fish. And I think I had him for 2 seasons. I made him pretty good, and he left and went to, I believe he's at Ole Miss now. So then I got the coordinator that I have, and I want to keep him. I definitely want to keep my defense coordinator. Look at his level. Oh, wait a minute. I think he's like level 80 or something like that. So, I took this path to get my team to where they needed to get to. Let's go back over to coaching. So if we look at talent developer, it rewards you for players getting drafted. It rewards your roster for those positions that's on the depth chart still on your team getting drafted, right? So if we talk about drafted players, wow, 51 first rounders. Okay. talent development, 51 first rounder. So, wow. 97 drafted players. So, you know, and who else has it? Georgia. You listen. You listen to me. Am I the guru? No, I'm not the guru, man. Like I watch YouTube. I'm on YouTube. So why would I not watch other creators and what they talking about and how to better your team and better your dynasty and all that shit? Like why would I not do that? Right? So that's what we did. So his team is godly. So his team is comparable wise, like now, we're the year we're in, his team is very comparable to mine. Very, very, very. And he has Georgia, so his recruiting is up there too. So it's like, you see, look, right here. The last 6 years, I've been in top 5 recruiting. He's been in there 5 times, 6 times. 1, 0, 0. Like, this is very surprising. 0. That's okay. Very surprising. 0. Even SC. But he's had some good classes for sure. And then he's new, so he don't count really. This is his first year with Miami. But so I'm saying is like you put the time and effort, and you put in what you get out. You're not putting in time and effort to try to better your team. Your team is going to be shitty. But at the end of the day, winning, you have to win. And he hasn't been doing it. Now, as far as look, let's see, where's he at on the totem pole? Bottom of the totem pole. You know what I'm saying? Like 29 losses, bro. Should have 30 if we're being real. Because one of his, maybe he's maybe more than 30 because he was getting some freebies by Florida, who was in the league and who didn't want to play, and so he was getting forced wins and probably would have lost those games. But anyway, 29 losses, 34 losses. Like, but see, these were the guys that was in a conference with with Ohio State. That's why he got. If you look over here, he got the most conference championships because he had SC and Oregon in this shit. The bottom feeders of the league. You feel me? So, I mean, that's my rant. That's my recap. So we recap week 5, which was a pretty good week. We preview week 6. We did a preview of week 7, which is going to be monsters. Week 7 is going to be a doozy. And then we went over recruiting. So that's that. Thank you for whoever's watching. Thank you for who will be watching. Go ahead and like and subscribe. Go ahead and follow my Twitch. Go ahead and follow my YouTube channel. Follow my TikTok. Like, all that's posted up on my page, on my Twitch page. My TikTok is, that's where I do all my clips of my games. And my YouTube is where all my games are stored, because my games, after 7 days on Twitch, they go. But I download them and I put all my gameplay on my YouTube channel. So go ahead and follow that, man. Go ahead and give your boy go ahead and subscribe to that. Try to get my algorithm up. Like, if you're watching it on YouTube, man, go ahead and like it too. Feel me? So give your boy some love, man. I'm giving love out to everybody else. Give it back. All right, we out. Next time I'll be on here will be my game. Well, I'll be previewing the week 7 officially, and then my game against Ohio State. So, peace out.